Modern Stoicism, a wolf in sheep's clothing that promises resilience but delivers weakness. Yes, you heard me right. The way it's peddled today, this once powerful philosophy will sap your strength, making you fragile and hollow. Born in the former Soviet Union, I am well acquainted with the face of propaganda. Now, I find it impossible to overlook the similarities in the modern interpretation of Stoicism. By now, you've probably seen the word Stoicism thrown around like a ball. It's the new black, isn't it? All these weaklings, these soft men, have suddenly adopted this ancient philosophy. They talk about it like it's some magic potion to fix all problems. They teach emotional control and detachment as the keys to a wonderful life. What a pile of bullshit. Let me tell you something, brother. Stoicism isn't about being a doormat. It's not about suppressing your emotions and pretending everything is fine. That's just weakness, pure and simple. Modern YouTube Stoicism is being used to manipulate people. How? Let me break it down for you. At its core, true Stoicism is a philosophy of courage, resilience, and unwavering virtue. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. It was about resilience, not repression. It was about the way you think, not being inactive. But the modern Stoicism is a counterfeit, a watered-down version of a powerful philosophy packaged for the weak and sold to the masses. These guys, which I call YouTube Stoics, they're teaching you to be a victim. They tell you to accept everything, to let go of your anger, to be indifferent to the world around you. In essence, it's a masterclass in achieving absolutely nothing. Well, I've got news for you. Real men do not accept nothing. Real men fight back. And this perversion of Stoicism is ultimately the deep state's wet dream. A population that doesn't question, doesn't fight back, and simply accepts its fate. It's a recipe for control, for a world where the powerful few rule over the docile masses. So, what's the main difference between ancient Stoicism and this modern mess? They say Stoicism is about resilience, but resilience isn't about burying your head in the sand and pretending everything's fine. Picture this. A man loses his job, his livelihood ripped away in an instant. Just have a look at the so-called City of Angels. You'll find plenty of those there. And these soy gurus will tell him to accept it, to remain indifferent to his misfortune. But a real man doesn't just roll over and play dead. He channels his anger into action. He finds a path, a new purpose, and fights back against the force that seeks to break him. As Seneca said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. But hey, what could possibly go wrong when you bottle up your emotions like we've all been so wisely advised to do? They don't just disappear, they fester, they build up inside you, and eventually they explode. You become a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. Just look at the world around us. Conflicts are everywhere, ranging from wars all the way to street squabbles. Because that's exactly what we need more of, right? And most men are softer than ever before. They simply allow this. They're afraid to take risks, to stand up for what they believe in. They're easily manipulated, controlled. And why? Because they've been taught to be weak. But we must stand together and oppose this, brother. The elite would like you to believe that emotional suppression is strength. It's not. It's weakness disguised as virtue. A man who cannot feel is a man who is easily manipulated, easily controlled. He is a pawn in someone else's game. Think about it. How can you fight for what you believe in if you've been taught to suppress your passion? How can you protect your loved ones if you've been conditioned to detach from your emotions? And how can you lead if you've been brainwashed into accepting injustice? But it isn't just about making you weaker. They want you to be passive and compliant. Think about the pandemic. Did you notice how quickly the media told you to stay calm and carry on? That's basically modern Stoicism in action. They didn't want you to question the narrative, demand answers, and fight for your rights. They wanted you to shut up and do as you were told. They want you to be so detached that you don't care about the corruption in the world. They want you to be a sheep, not a wolf. You may think now that I'm being overly paranoid. I get it, but look what is happening with the elections in the US, for example. Everyone knows something is off, and people carry on like it's normal. And last but not least, consider this. If a philosophy like Stoicism becomes mainstream, it's definitely wise to stay cautious. The truth is, in its current state, it is now a tool of manipulation, a weapon used to disarm and pacify the masses. It tells you to accept your fate, to be content with mediocrity, and to never strive for greatness. But you, my friend, were not born for mediocrity, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The Stoics were warriors in their own way. They lived in a world of constant struggle. They faced down death, pain, and loss, and they didn't do it by being passive. They did it by being strong and courageous, by being true men. So don't let these modern Stoics fool you. It's a trap designed to weaken and turn you into a sheep. Don't fall for it. Embrace your emotions, your passion, and ambition. Remember, the world doesn't need more sheep. It needs more lions. It needs men who are willing to stand up and fight for what they believe in. It needs men who are not afraid to feel and rage against the dying of the light. The choice is yours.